Hey, everybody, I'm John Granado. That's Josh Jordan. You can hear us on ESPN 97.5 and 92.5. And you can also see Josh's work at sportsmaphouston.com. Hit subscribe if you haven't yet so you get all of our content here at SportsMap HOU. You know, we've seen more mock drafts that projecting Bryce Young, number one, Josh. We talked about David Mulugheta, and would the Texans be averse to drafting C.J. Stroud because of David Mulugheta? We also don't know how strongly the Texans feel about Stroud and the other quarterbacks, Will Levis, Anthony Richardson. What would be more shocking, the Texans draft defense or they trade the number 2 pick?
To me, I'd be more shocked if they drafted defense there. I think that they're going to address quarterback. So it wouldn't surprise me if, Caserio doesn't want to do the Stroud thing. Now me, I would take Stroud if Bryce Young is gone. That's what I would do. But Caserio's dealt with Mulugheta, so he knows more about that than I do. Maybe he likes Will Levis. I heard Greg Cosell talk about this. He said the draft this year with quarterbacks, it's in the eye of the beholder. Some people are going to like Will Levis. Some people are going to like Richardson. Some people, the other two guys in Young and Stroud. So if that's the way Caserio sees it, it wouldn't shock me if he traded back a few spots to grab Will Levis, but I don't think he's taking defense there too, because then that means you're probably hoping to get quarterback at 12 or to trade up from 12 to get somebody that's falling. Then you got to give up number 12 overall and possibly another first round pick to get into the top 10 to take that quarterback. That doesn't make a lot of sense to me.
Well, if you ended up with Will Anderson and Anthony Richardson, would you be fine with this? Because you could take Anderson and then Richardson is probably going to be there at 12. Would you be okay with that draft?
If he's there at 12, yes. But I don't want him to have to take another first-round pick to move up to get somebody. That's where I don't want to have to spend that much draft capital on a player that honestly fell out of the top 10, and then you have to give up 2 first-round picks for him.
Yeah, you might. Well, you might have to give up the 33rd pick. If somebody might come up at 11 or 10 and grab Anthony Richardson. Yes, we've seen it before. We saw the Texans move up to get Deshaun. Yep. We saw the Chiefs move up Mahomes. Certainly, if Anthony Richardson is sitting there, you'd have to worry that he still wouldn't be there at 12. But I think I'd be pretty pleased if they walked out of there, because listen, as much as they need anything, the defensive line is the weakest position on the field.
Yeah.
They need a pass rusher. They need somebody. I don't think they would take Jalen Carter at 2 with all of the stuff that's going on, but I'd be content if it was Will Anderson and Anthony Richardson.
Yeah, if they address quarterback and they get their defensive lineman, I'd be happy. And that's what we would like. I wonder, though, could the pressure that Caserio is under to pass on quarterback like that. But if he traded back, that doesn't mean you have to trade back 10 spots. He could just trade back 1 or 2 spots and maybe get one of those quarterbacks. And, bringing up that Cosell thing again, you just don't know. Some teams might have Will Levis as their top quarterback. Some teams might have Richardson as their top quarterback. So you got to be careful not to trade back too far if that's your plan.
Okay. I think we're both in agreement we want a quarterback at number 2.
Yeah.
Okay. And it's risky to do it at 12. What positions do you want at 2, 12, and 33?
Man, I'm with you, too. I want the quarterback if they can get. I'm fine with Stroud. I just don't know how Mulugheta factors into all this. And this is just because we're hearing Bryce Young might go 1 overall. If that's not the case and Bryce Young's there, then take him. It's a no-brainer to me.
For sure.
Yeah, I'm fine with the pass rusher, a wide receiver, even a tackle at 12. That's fine with me, because you don't know if Titus Howard's going to stick around. And then with their first pick in the second round, best player available, a linebacker would be another defensive lineman would be fine with me. Wide receiver, any of those. I think they need all those things.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind if it was a run stuffer in the middle, a big. I think I would really like them to come out with somebody really, really big in the middle defensively. I would love an edge guy. Drew Sanders might be. Lance has been touting him as an edge guy it's really got athletic ability that reminds him that could be a good pass rusher in the league. I would be thrilled if they came away with quarterback, edge, and defensive tackle. Those three picks.
I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I think that would be a really, really nice haul for this team. And then Caserio, though, he definitely is somebody who would who's going to move around.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised at all if he's not up into the first round, late first round, or mid to late first round with that 33rd pick and something in the future, or one of his other picks later.
Yeah, and he's got the ammunition to do it. I mean, what do they have, like 12 picks now? It's crazy how much they have. So I'd be cool with that. What about tight end with the first pick of the second round? Would you be okay with that?
Yeah, I mean, they absolutely. I don't. Toriano is okay. I mean, Brevin Jordan hasn't shown much so far. You got Dalton Schultz for a year.
Yep.
Who knows how long that he's going to be here? So, yeah, if one of those good guys, let's say a Dalton Kincaid falls, I don't think he will. Musgrave falls, I don't think he will. Mayer will be gone for sure. I wouldn't mind a really good tight. That would be something. They've already screwed. I don't know that they're that great at it, though. Brevin Jordan hasn't been all that, but certainly he hasn't been what we expected. Maybe he comes around. We'll see. Dalton Schultz is going to be your pass-catching tight end this year. Maybe you wait till next year on that tight and that really good tight end. We'll see.
Yep.